it's Neil Orcus here, and today we're talking about Steel Hunters, a brand new free-to-play mech battle royale game by the Wargaming company, which are well known from games like World of Tanks. I played the game quite a bit, and today I'm going to be sharing my first impressions about it. We're going to be seeing if it delivers in the giant robot mayhem we all would love to play, or is it just another kind of clunky mech game? So let's find out. I started with the tutorial, which covers the basics pretty quickly. You learn about the shields, the structures, the weapons, the shooting, the collection of energy for level ups. They teach you about the different enhancement cores for damage, structure, and shield, which you can use to build your kind of every match loadout. Just like in any other battle royale game, you would have items. You can get these items from capturing supply pods, killing PvE droids, or just killing other players, which also drop their items. There's also something called Colossus mode. You can transform into this like a massive robot and just get some OP skills. I think the tutorial took me around 5 to 10 minutes and it was pretty straightforward. They teach you the game quite well in my opinion. Next, I jumped into the Skirmish mode, which is basically just a PvE against bots. It was a pretty good way to get feel for the controls and experiment with the game without the pressure of getting ganked by the other players. Here, for the first time, I kind of feel the performance issues on my computer. I have a Ryzen 9 3900X and 1660 Ti, and my computer struggled pretty hard with this game, dipping all the way to like 15 FPS in the battles. Not very smooth experience, but hopefully they're able to optimize the game a little bit more. This seems to be a common theme with all the Unreal 5 games at this point, and I don't expect them to start running well, so it is what it is, I guess. After the Skirmish mode, you unlock all the systems around the hunters. I was surprised by the progression system and the amount of upgrades you can do on your hunters, which seems quite cool, but it does raise questions in terms of like pay to win and how is it gonna work? How much power are you gonna be gaining from these upgrades compared to like a new players? Will the high level players that are maxed out kind of dominate the newer players? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem super skill intensive. There's not a lot of like moving around, and a lot of times you're kind of standing still and just shooting. So it's not even that aim heavy. So I think these upgrades could be kind of a issue if you can't like fully outplay someone with the better upgrades. We have to wait and see what happens with that. And finally, after that, I got to play the main PvP mode, Starfall Harvest. It was a 12 players with 6 teams battle royale where you were able to kind of win by extracting or just killing everyone. Kind of reminds me of the Cycle original vision for that game, where you could actually just extract and win the game without killing everyone. I think that's a pretty cool system. I like how it pushes everyone in the kind of a extraction shown at the end, and then you fight it out, I really like that. I got 5 kills and victory. It's my first match. I think the gameplay feels pretty unique. It feels kind of slow paced, but still tactical, but not in a World of Tanks kind of way. You do really feel like you're piloting like a giant mech in this world, which is exactly what I think they're trying to do. Like, they definitely deliver on that. So how did I feel about Steel Hunters? I think it definitely has potential. The gameplay does feel kind of fresh, and the mech designs are pretty cool. I really like the progression system. You don't have a lot of progression systems outside of the matches in battle royales, and I think it's fairly unique battle royale compared to like all the other ones. So it might, in that sense, it might do well. However, the performance needs some serious work, which I'm really not expecting to happen because of the Unreal 5. And then the whole potential for upgrades to kind of overshadow the skill aspect. But I don't know enough. I would have to play the game way more to get kind of a better idea of that. But yeah, I would say the positives are it's a fairly unique gameplay in kind of a crowded genre at the moment. You have a lot of battle royale games, so having an actual mech battle royale game is pretty cool. I love the progression system outside of matches. Even though it could be problematic, I still think it's more of a positive. And then I feel like the combat is fairly like satisfying to play, just from like mechanical standpoint. It feels more slow paced, but it felt pretty good. And then obviously the negatives is the performance is pretty ass. I think there's some potential for some kind of pay to win. I'm not too familiar with their other games. I think World of Tanks had some like golden bullets or something like that. I don't really know. I don't know enough because I don't really like that game, so I never got into it. And then obviously the slow-paced gameplay might not be appealing to everyone. But I would say if you're a mech fan and you're looking for something new, the Steel Hunters is definitely worth checking out, especially if you're also a fan of battle royale games. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.